Good morning. This is Dr. Kemi Health. It's Saturday morning, the 22nd of March, 2025. Let's talk about all the questions coming to me about glycemic index. This is very, very important. I'm going to do rice first. Stop eating leftover rice, okay? Stop. It's very common everywhere in the world. I'm not putting it to Nigerians, which are my major audience. I'm putting it to everybody around the world. Rice increases your glycemic index if you're eating it maybe 12 to 24 hours after. Now, let me explain that to you. Okay, first, the glycemic index is a number that ranges from 0 to 100, and it measures how much blood glucose rises, okay, at least 2 hours after you've eaten a meal. It's very important to stabilize your blood glucose, okay, and don't end up having problems, including diabetes long run. So that is glycemic index, okay? What that blood glucose says after 2 hours, of eating the food. Now, what happens is that everybody eats all these rice dishes, okay, which is very high in carbohydrate, and you can't finish it, so you store it somewhere. Now, tell me something. Whether you're an American or a Nigerian or a British or a Nigerian British or Nigerian in Canada or Canadian, or even a Chinese person living in China or a Middle Eastern living in Middle Eastern, countries. What happens when you have rice left over? Okay, let me give you an example. You order Chinese food. The rice is at the bottom, okay? Let's say egg fried rice. You have the sweet and sour chicken on top. You have other entrees in that same plate, and you're eating and you're just full up. All right, let's assume that Chinese food was made in the house by you. You stir-fried and everything. When you can't eat anymore, what do? Tell me. Do we not all put saran wrap on it and throw it in the fridge and eat it tomorrow? That's what most people do. So you're in Nigeria, your mother cooked jollof rice and you couldn't finish it. You covered it and you put it in the fridge. Or you went to your mom's house, you took a takeaway and took it home. Where's it going? The fridge. You're not storing leftover rice on the counter. You're putting it in the fridge. So what happens in the fridge between the time you put that rice in there? Oh, the next day, I need to warm that fried rice. I need to warm that jollof rice. I need to warm that rice and stew. Ordinary rice and stew. Okay, I made chicken soup, chicken stew yesterday with peppers and all that, Nigerian style red soup. Okay, and I put it on white rice. That's what I wanted to eat yesterday. I just wanted that. All right, but the rice was heaped up. Remember, I live alone. The kids are gone. They're grown. The rice was heaped up on my plate. The chicken was there. I ate the chicken, maybe 1 or 2 chicken left. I have 4 pieces of chicken out there and I had 1 left, okay, and the rice is still there on one side. So I saran wrapped it. Saran wrap is that plastic wrap, by the way. That's what we call it in America because saran started that whole thing. I put the plastic wrap and I threw it in the fridge, okay? Sometimes today, even this morning, Seth, I will warm that rice to eat it. Do you know what's happened between the time I put that rice in there? I put that rice in there like 7:30 p.m. last night, and right now it's like 7:30 a.m. So I now want to eat that rice. I'm going to warm it up. Guess what, guys? The glycemic index has gone from 18 to 31. Yeah, that can happen. Okay, we're measuring the glucose level in the blood like 2 hours after you've eaten. But when you put rice in the fridge and you bring it out, where's it going? Okay, there's already soup and meats in there. Where is it going, people? It's not going on the stove. Okay, everyone's going to microwave that rice. Okay, and once you microwave it, it's nice and hot again, you eat it. So that you can't waste food, Abby. You eat it. Once you eat it, your glycemic, index is going to go up to 31. Okay, it was 18 when you put that rice in there. And when you warm that rice to eat it again, 31. So the fridge, all right, basically helps that rice to increase your glycemic index. So that's the reason I'm saying don't eat leftover rice, all right? What do? Just eat a little bit, okay? This is 2025. We're serving smaller portions. If we serve smaller portions, then we can go back and get what we need after. As long as it's inside our house and it's not at some Owambe party, okay? Even at Owambe, you can tell them to bring you more rice. But serve smaller portions. If you're ordering Chinese food outside, Let the Chinese food be smaller portions, okay? Leave it on the counter. A lot of people do this. You put Chinese food in your plate, okay, and you say, this will be enough tonight. Let me put the rest in the fridge. And then later you'll be hungry, you're not bring it out of the fridge. Just avoid that rice being in the fridge until you're done. Just use little portions. Leave it on the counter and go back to the counter to get the rice. I hope I didn't confuse you guys. You gotta watch this video 2 or 3 times. Because putting that leftover rice in that fridge is going to increase your glycemic index. I mean, from 18 to 31, these are studies that are done. If I start telling you about studies, okay, as a clinical pharmacist, if I start pushing studies into your heads, you'll get bored. It's science. It's a lot of science and jargon talk. All right? So I hope you understand what I'm saying. All right? The same goes for anywhere you eat. Just eat small portions, okay? So don't eat leftover rice the next day, all right? Because your glycemic index, eat what you want, cook what you need, okay? And for those moms out there that like to cook rice and put it in the fridge because they want to save time, it's the same thing, all right? Cook when you need it, eat when you need it. I'm Dr. Kemi. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments.